was very unexpected at the beginning of the year when the house approached me. I refused at the beginning of the year, like for the first month, I refused being coach because I was trying to get balance, like academic balance, and for some time. But me being a soccer player, being away from football was a bit painful. You know, you have that thing as a soccer player that you always want to be around football. But eventually, I think in the second month, I started going to practice, joining with the guys, and then from there, I saw it would be good for me to join the coaching team. That's when I joined Tendai, and then we both took 2 teams, all of us. The TV game, no. I think you learn from practical experience. Practical experience is more important because I've played football for as long as I can remember. I think from the age of 10 or 9, yeah. So like I have like 12 years of playing football. That's how you learn the game, and seeing the guys on TV, your international teams, your local teams, how they play, and that's how you learn football, not from a console. No, that's okay. Looking at the whole year, including the guys that were on exchange programs from Germany, I'd start with Chris as my number 1. He's back in Germany now. I have Tim Lerato Svia, number 2. I have Pablo Kaiser, central defenders. I have Marcelo on the left. Midfield, I play an attacking diamond of central midfield. I play an attacking diamond of Khata holding Di Maria and Tamis in front of him. And then on the left, Putti, you know, the young boy has that thing in him, like there's no stage fright for him. No matter how big the stage is, like he did in the final, you saw what he did in the final, yeah. He doesn't have stage fright. And then on the right I have Tsepo, comic. Yeah, and number 9, that's a tough one because it's between Scapi and Nico. Sometimes we sacrifice Putti for Scapi or Nico, but this time me putting Putti in, that means I have to put one of the 2. I'd go for Scapi. Chris brought a lot of positivity in the team. Like a lot of with Chris' performance in every game, the whole team started believing we are untouchable. Chris worked hard for the team. Chris, when someone is fucking up, when someone is doing something wrong on the sorry about the loud, when someone is doing something wrong on the bench, Chris will tell you, even if he's busy trying to stop people from scoring, he will tell you on the bench, like, guys, stop that. Inside, when you're doing something wrong, Chris is always there. When you're doing something good, Chris is behind you. Chris is there Chris was there to build the team morally, like, to make them believe that they can do this, and like, yeah, that's what he instilled in the team. I think believing in yourself is more important than just being in the field and not believing in yourself. So Chris made the guys believe in themselves. Chris made us believe, you know what, we can do this, we can actually go all the way. Because me and Tendai, we've always talked about this the whole year, that we're going for a clean sweep, we're going for a perfect season. Yeah, so that's the role that Chris played in the team. You know, making the boys believe in themselves. Now you understand Chris, like I just stated, Chris' role in the team. It's a very big role. So after such a big figure in the team leaves, there has to be readjustments now. People have to now take positions which they are not used to. Defenders have to play knowing that we no longer have Chris behind us. Now we have a new man. Now things start changing. You're no longer that sure that things are gonna go the same way as before. But we managed to get to adjust the team very fast, to get them to a stable level, which they can all now get back to that mentality where Chris was around. I think we had like 2 draws. Yeah, I think we had 2 draws, and that was all. 2 draws and a 2-1 win, which was not convincing in comparing to our previous standards. So like it was just getting the team back to the level of mentality they were in the first semester. What I do is that I have 5 gold medals in my room. Okay, I'll start with the Slush Cup, the latest one. The Slush Cup, the Parktown knockout, Parktown tournament, the Premier League, the Vets Premier League, the Vets First Division League, and the All-Res competition. I think the most, the thing that I cherish from this team is the brotherhood. I think I benefited a lot when it comes to making relationships with these guys, to a point where I know I can trust them with certain things, Right now I look at these guys as my brothers. I don't look at them as players which I'm just coaching and then we go out. No. These are the guys which we go to practice, I'm with them, we go to TV room, I'm with them, we go to the dining hall, I'm with them, parties, I'm with them. We became brothers. The relationship became more than just football. So personally I benefited in a way which I think I grew as a person. I grew as a person in terms of I learned a lot, and I worked with a lot of different people, which made me learn to accommodate a lot of characters in front of me all at once. Balancing the 8 characters in a simple game, it's not easy, because each and every player has their own mentality. Yeah. The sports office of the house was unorganized the whole year because of changing personnel at the beginning, and also the person that came in wasn't as effective as we would have wanted. The house, the guys supported us, dog. Even when things were things were never hard, but even when things were not up to standard, the guys were there supporting us. Senior cadres of the house attended games. That shows something when a senior member of the house is always there to see what you're doing every week. You see, and I think the house as a whole, they supported us, but the sport office had its own politics. Yeah. It has to be when team converted the penalty. That was a big moment. I was scared. Throughout the whole season, this one I won't lie to you. Throughout the whole season, from the first trophy to the second last trophy, I've never been scared. Never. Of any team. I've never. Or any game. We always went there in my mind that we were going to win. But come the last game, beat the stadium, I was scared. Before the game, I was talking to the players, telling them yo guys, nah, I'm not feeling. I have a bad feeling about this. And then when it went to penalties, it was worse, because penalties can go anyway. And Tim, the last time he had to take a very important penalty, he missed it at Breedfest. So for me, it was okay, sure. History might repeat itself now. It's even worse because it's penalties. But when he scored, That was a big moment. That was one of the greatest moments ever this year. I'm thinking about it. I want to coach. I want to take the team to another great feat like this. Because like this, we've just heard from the prof of the house saying this is the first team to ever bring such accolades in a year. I want to repeat the same thing next year, even though we know it's football. It's hard to repeat the same thing again. But now my academics department it might take a very big U-turn next year, where I might switch faculties. And if I do that, that means I'll have to like put more effort into my academics and be more careful and like limit myself to a lot of things. And football might be one of them. So yeah, next year I might coach, I might not coach.